Okay, well, I think I've got this set or going, or hell, I don't know. I'm still learning this stuff. I don't even know if I've got audio, and of course, nobody's here to let me know if I've got audio. Not that I'm a mega streamer by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, and because I'm trying to learn this stuff and with the cameras and getting the things here and there, and don't want to go copyright violations or any of that crap. So I'm just going to grab me a lock, throw it in, and see if I can't get my camera going and set up to where it can see what the heck's going on without being in my way. Seasick, seasick. Oh. Now, what was I doing? Yep, see, done forgot. Oh. Honestly, thus far, this is this one right here. If I can get it in the shot. And, there we go. 40 thousandths, ergo, covert instruments, Turner. Uh, I do got this take flight Dragon Turner, but still, you know what? Let's see how badly I can foul that up. See, I'm not really sure which side to use, and it's like way. Okay, that's going to go flying, I bet you. Wow, just completely lost all those sets. Okay, pull this out. See if this side of this dragon works better. Oh, floppy. No, okay, what about the... Will that work? I don't know. I don't even know if this is going to work or not. Things that make you go, what the fuck? Ooh, pin 1. Pin 2. 3. 3. Uh-oh. Oh, false set. Now we're looking for counter rotation. And I didn't catch a single pin there that offered counter rotation here. So maybe I was... Oh, there we go. Oh, well, not enough. Now we lost the counter rotation. Or the false set, sorry. See? Don't even get the words right. Too new. Yeah. Oh, and feel free to correct me if I say something that is obviously not right. Please tell me. Back to the false set. Oh, wow. Now I'm in a bigger false set. 2, 3, 4. 4 as counter. Okay. Back to 4. Counter. Um, Okay, but it won't. So am I actually hitting the pin and getting counter rotation here? Yep. Okay. And I was wondering if maybe I wasn't on the warding instead. Oh, so it looks like we're going to be playing ping pong here. And back into a wee deeper false uh, set. Well, see, I got this open last night, this morning, like wee hours of the morning this morning. I'm not sure what time it actually was, but I opened it on the live last night, this morning, and now is it because of the different tensioner here? Okay, let's see if I can get this moved so where y'all can see. Oh, okay, let's start over. Let's start over. Give this guy one more try. Yeah, see, this just doesn't. There we go. Oh, maybe. All set. Okay. Take a breather. Because, ball set is ball set, and that's all it is. Doesn't mean that you're going to get it open. Okay. So, easy. And there's the open. Oh, turned it too far. Turned it too far. Turned it too far. Yep. There it is. See? Right here. Okay, so put it back in here. Turn that. Now, it's weird because this one, as you can see, the pins are up here, and normally with these locks, here is an American. See if I can get this in the. And see here, the pin here. I guess it's the same. It's just that this doesn't seem to. It's kind of weird. I haven't taken this yellow one apart. Haven't even. Well, I'm kind of not all that anxious to be taking locks apart because, well, I've not got much of any experience cutting locks. So now let's try it with this tensioner and see if it's how much different it is. At least in the feel. Okay, so then maybe we'll switch over to a different profile. Hey, looks like Dean P is here. I'm just trying to. Yeah, see, I can either pick or I can talk. Yeah, well, okay. I was using that I didn't have any core shims as an excuse to not gut locks, but when I got my dragon tensioner here, it came with an order of, oh, that's awesome. How that magnetizes to the outside. That is just awesome. I wouldn't carry it that way. Hey, look at me. I'm going to throw that in my pocket and hope it doesn't freaking disappear because I don't think that'll happen. See, I got distracted. My bad. Um, where was I? Oh, yeah. I got a bunch of core shims because actually I ordered core shims from Sparrows and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and throw in that dragon tensioner because I hear those. Uh, I don't remember what they're called. Actually, Dean, I think you were the one that got the magic comb or whatever from Sparrows, and you said that they aren't the best in the world. And since I don't have any, I my combs are where'd they go? They're right here. They are. The only combs I have are these Chinesium things. Okay, and they do not fit. I mean, I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, if I'm just not got the right, because like I got this five. These are two 5 pinners. One, two, three, four. Yeah. And okay, so which one actually works in the lock? You know what, dude? I just so happened to have. Okay, before I start losing the shit left and right, I just so happened to have ah, a master lock. Okay, so now, and I don't know, and like I said, I don't know if these freaking combs, these are any good at all. But see here, trying to get them to go in here to begin with is it just doesn't want to. And I worry about getting it stuck. And if that one's not going to go in there, you know, what do I think the chances are of this one? You know what? Instead of putting that down there on the table where it's freaking flat and I can't grab it, I'm going to set it. There we go. Uh huh. But see, I can't get this one to go. So I understand why it has the shim to get the pins out of the way so you can get to be able to push it up in there, and maybe that's the big. But see, you see on freaking, I see online left and right where they go, oh look at this log, and they just shove it in there. I don't know how, and pop it up and poof. I I don't know. Is it because I'm using these Chinesium ones that suck for American locks, or is it because I don't. I'm just saying I don't know. Uh, but there again, you show my complete lack of being able to stay on a single topic for any length of time. I figure if I'm going to buy some, I think I'm going to go with the Covert Instruments, the Ergo ones that have listed on the handle what they work with. Which one do hey, this comb here works good for this block because that way I don't have to try to freaking remember that crap. But, and here, oh, looky, I forgot to change that. Okay. Um, no, I'm not. Now, I mean, I don't know. It looked like uh, I had a couple people pop on and say something, but I didn't know how to do. I think I was trying to do it too complicated, trying to do the OSB or OBS studio stuff and what have you, and that just wasn't. I don't know. So I figured, okay, how about we get rid of the OBS crap because all it does is fancy it up, and then it also causes the I don't know how much issue it actually does cause with the uh, lag and stuff. But yeah, I agree. I don't know that the combing is as it's like warded picks. Okay, I have not seen a warded lock in so long. Uh, I know back when I was a kid, when the dinosaurs still roamed the earth, I had my dad gave me a foot locker, a military foot locker, and he gave me a warded lock. And to the best of my knowledge, I don't recall seeing another warded lock since then. Of course, like I said, I just started in Locksport 7, maybe 8 months ago. All set. Oh, and this is the dog leg. I really like the dog leg. Oh, we're open. Well, maybe. Okay. What the frick? Okay, so let's turn it just a little bit more. There we go. Okay. It's that is that is really finicky where it has to be for the lock to actually open. Okay, so we got that one. Like I said last night, this one's one of my. Oh yeah, super thick. Oh, that reminds me. You want to see how crazy thick? I know others have had this on this Chinese grab pick. Oh my god, I paid like $2 for it because I just wanted to see. I uh yeah, look at how thick. I don't know how well you can see. Yeah, see here. I'll turn it. That's that's just straight on the camera. Okay, so then here's this one's a 25 thousandths. I mean the difference in thickness is I mean crazy crazy. I don't know. Oh, the dragon pick. I'm not really sure how much I actually like it yet. Uh, I think for some locks, I think it's going to be excellent. For other locks, I think it's going to be a major pain in the ass. I like this ergo. Uh, okay, I like this ergo turner a lot better. Okay, let me start putting these back up here so I don't lose them. I tend to like this ergo, but you know what? Why don't I just actually? Okay, see. So which one is the one to use in this lock? Will this one work down here? Oh, it looks like that would work. But what about this one? No, that's way too big. But will this one work up here? And how well? See, the thing is that it's like, look at that angle. You got to really get your. Okay, I like that it's as big as it is because with my big, huge ogre fingers, or ogre hands, it's a lot easier for me. Like those Reaper sets where I'm doing this, trying to, the Reaper ones, I'm doing, my fingers bent all uncomfortable. I like being able to have my finger there straight while I'm actually picking. And to me, let's see. Now my fear is that the lock is open, that the the dragon is going to go like flying. I gotta find that. Oh wait a minute, that should be, yeah. Oh well, I guess it didn't. So like this lock here, it seems like it's just that some keyways. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I got a keyway. I want to try it or look at it. Here, there's a Yale. And will that fit in here? It does, and nicely. So yeah, now see how this just isn't going to. Well, okay. To be fair, let's, because this one looks like it's just too thick to actually fit. So let's switch to this one and see if it'll fit. Dun, 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 dun. And well, I guess it'll fit too. But see how this one is a lot closer and it's more straight on. Whereas when I put the, now if I can get this wrench out, say it isn't so. Okay. And now when I put this one, the dragon, in here, it slides in there with, and yeah. But see what I mean by it's like way, I'm not used to, but with my big, huge ogre hand fingers, see that now that's actually more comfortable. It's just, I'm not used to it. Now if I put pressure on it, that's, eh. Oh, I forgot this one's a, let's switch to the 16 in the dog and see if we can get, yeah, my problem with this one is the warding. My God, it is a pain. I'm not used to these. Is that 15 or 16? Okay, that is 16. Uh, yeah, see, the problem I have with this, I mean, I have picked it, but it is such a get, oh, yeah. You know what? Let's make it easier on me. I'm going to put it in the vise. That way I'm not trying to hold it. Yeah, this way I'm not trying to hold it while, yeah, see here, getting the pick into, I mean, and I think if I had to take a guess, I would say this is all standard pins in this one. I don't know that it has a single actual security pin to it. It's just that I have a big problem. My biggest problem with it is getting it around this warding. Okay. One of these is small enough to and actually fits. Is this the one? Is this the one? Well, I think it might be. Okay, and now I got this. This one of my 4 16,000s. Or, well, the other three are 15,000s. But see, I can't. This one doesn't seem to want to go in. And that's the. So let's grab them out and set them up here where they're easily obtainable. Okay, so this is a 15,000s, hence the yellow That's why I got the yellow. They're the only ones in my collection that have yellow, and that's because they're 15,000s. So we put this back in here, and I'm not sure if it's this one or the other one that I actually got the pick on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that freaking tensioner. That's one of the windshield wiper tensioners. Uh, well, I don't know. It seems like it'd be decent to throw in. That it would be decent to throw. Oh, looky there. I'm not sure if that's a back leg, a dick. I don't know what that part is of the dragon. Part of the anatomy is, but that seems to fit in there pretty nice. It kind of lets the tail, I guess, kind of gets in the. Never mind. Oh yeah, see, just a noob doing newbie shit, or trying to do shit. Oh my god, I'm not a big fan of these itty bitty thin ass pigs. I'm scared to death of bending them again. Although I did repurpose the one I did. Oh god, I bent it bad. I was able to repurpose it though, so I guess that's not too awful bad. Okay, I think I got a click. I think I got another click. And another click, maybe, I think. I said if you're bending the pick, you're probably putting too much pressure somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so one of these pins is not like the others, that it is not set. I agree. It is a jack of all trades, master of none, so far anyway. And I could see where. Well, no, I guess I can't see. I kind of suspect that as you get up under the higher level locks, I mean, good lord, I'm only a green belt. That's mostly because I don't have locks to go any higher at the moment. Uh, but something tells me that the higher you go in the belt system, the less of a use it's going to have. It seems to me it's more of a, you're out somewhere and you pull out your pick set and it's like, oh, dude, that's cool looking. What is that? It's, oh, that's the dragon tensioner. Blah blah blah. The concept's been around since Ask Sandman. He's got the book. Of course, he can tell you right off the top of his head. But oh, there we go. We got the open with the dragon. See, so I mean, it does work, or it can work. It's just a matter of, I mean, so it's not a completely worthless. Like I said, my biggest issue with it, in all honesty, is that it is compared to what I'm used to. It's just big. It's awkward. Not really sure how, what part of the body. Like this is the head, I think, the wings, I think, the feet. So I'm not sure if that's the penis, I don't know, tail. Kind of awkward talking about it, especially. Of course, I'm pretty sure I've got this set up as it's not family friendly for that reason. I don't have to worry about keeping it PG because, yeah, good luck with that. I'm going to put these back because I don't want them. Where did I have them? Way back. There we go. And then, wait a minute, I got a purple one somewhere that, yes, my Avis. My Avis 7240. So I'm going to end up pulling them stupid 16,000s. Hey, Zoe. Uh, well, my Dragon, when I'm not using it, actually sits on. I've got one of them big industrial construction desks made out of the heavy metal, and I just took an old single headboard and threw it up there for some shelving, and I took them. It's just magnetic tape. Here, yeah, magnetic tape where I got, you know, and then it just sits right there on the magnetic tape. And then this is the other 16,000ths that I bent. So I snipped the end of it and turned it into a quick set smart key sidebar. And I got it to work one time, and I know it was more luck than sense, but I'm taking the win. This here is just a remote control. It turns the light on and off, so that way I don't have to stand up and go grabbing for it. Uh, and that's kind of my lock lab. I mean, I've got so I'd use this as my computer and everything as well. So it's then way up top is my collection of stuffed animals. Some of them are hand uh, crocheted by the wife. Uh, Shout out to the wife, although I doubt seriously she'll ever watch it. And then I've got some containers way up on the by the ceiling. Those three white ones there are my uh, uh, lock sporting. The one there's got all my gutting stuff in it. And then drop down here. There's a solar panel that I got in the mail that it has a USB that's supposed to charge, but I've not gotten around. Don't remember to go take it out there. That's a bunch of crap that was on the desk before I rearranged it, uh, and it just got shoved behind the box here. That's an ammo box that I got labeled locks. And then there's some. Those are mostly quick set locks. And then I got my little. Yeah, those are mostly quick set locks. And I got my little that I use with the. Of course, I do still have. Well, somewhere. There it is. This here. And what I'll do is I'll put that in this vise if I need to get up higher. But this is actually for handlebars. You mount that to the handlebar, and then you put your camera, GoPro or whatever, up on here, and that so that you can use it while. Well, I was thinking if I drilled me a hole here in the headboard, then I can slide this into here, which would put a bar over top of and then on said bar, I could put this on the bar up overhead and then put the camera to have an overhead camera. But I don't know what happened to my blade bits, and I need a 3/4 inch blade bit that I can't find. And anyway, again, I got all distracted. Well, I'd like to get a bigger table to put this on my side of my desk here so that I can slide everything over, and then I can have my computer here, and then be able to do my computer stuff over here, and it be out of the way of my lock sport stuff. I can have my lock sport stuff on a separate table here, where it's like all surrounded by lock sport, and I don't have lock sport here, and then cell phone, tablet over here, and the laptop over here. Kind of separate the two so that I can bring down my uh, so I can bring down the whole uh, so that way I can pull this down and not have to go sorting through the box of stuffs here to and like I said, this is just all my random, well, maybe not necessarily random, but it also has some, like the, I don't know, the, Reaper handle. I got a whole set here. And then there's a pack block that I've somehow misplaced the cord, sitting right here. Just cord's gone. I don't know where it went. So I figured it's in here somewhere. Yeah, it's crazy. Sorry, didn't mean to be making you all seasick and stuff. Oh, good lord, I'm a duck. I'm getting old. But anyway, again, I kind of lost track of where I was at. Oh, look, all kinds of people come here to laugh at me. Okay, is this going to fit in here? Okay, is it going to be out of the way enough? Ooh, which pick do we use? Which pick? Let's see if the Reaper will be thin enough to get up and around there. And it might be, but this frickin' tensioner like that is way in the way. So maybe go in here like so. Well, see, I don't know that I'm wanting the desk. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to have this great, big, huge, uh, yeah. I'd love to be able to have this huge desk and with the headboard and whatnot for just lock support. But I'm going to be content once I get them 2x4s, because 2x4s is all I need. I got the panel. It's a it's a 3 by 6 foot panel, countertop, and so I want to just take the 2x4s, make a frame, stick it in that over there where my locks and stuff are, and that way I've got enough room to slide the chair up, my desk chair up underneath it, and be able to uh, sit at it like a desk or like a table, instead of this uh, 4 foot table being too short because it doesn't go past the desk far enough. And again, here I am all over blah 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 blah. Well, okay, I'll tell you right now. I did not realize that it had two sides. They had two sizes, and there's like a $4 freaking difference between this one here that I have, which is the 20, and then they have another one that this here doesn't have the tabs. It's just round, and it's a little bit bigger for 24. Well, I did not realize that until I got this one in the mail. Uh, Now you order I think this is the bigger of the clamps, because they sell the two different size clamps. I think this is the bigger of the two. Do not quote me on that because I'm not sure, but I like it. It gets the job done. Sometimes I feel it's too short, because when I go in there to pick, sometimes I got to get the pick at a really steep angle to, and that's because I'm too lazy to move from like this one to a deep hook to get to the, yeah, to get to a deep hook, yeah, which would get that first pin with no problem. Well, it would get to that first pin without having to set the on the you know. But anyway, I digress. Uh, and that is not the lock I was looking at. Got distracted from the Delta. I really like this Perform Max. I picked it up on sale at Menards, and it has the suction cup. Well, wait a minute. Maybe it does. I don't. I don't know. I don't use it. It's plenty heavy enough that, especially with me having my hand on it, it's plenty heavy enough. I mean, this Delta 44 one is plenty. The Chuck Vice is plenty heavy enough because I've got my hands on it, so it's not like I'm pounding on it and need it stationary. But it does have a nice weight, and it was only like $20 on sale. Uh, yeah, see, I haven't been able to get into. You know what? This one just might. Let's put that up for a second so I don't lose it. This one just might benefit from getting here and which one? There's 40. 40. Okay, well, the 50. Oh, Lord. I don't think the 50 is going to fit. No. But the 40 does. So let's get the 40 in there. And then put the other two back in the case so as to not lose them. And then uh, and with us going, well, let's go ahead and try the. Oh no, it's not going to get up underneath there, is it? No, that is not going to get up underneath there at all. Okay, so do I have a flatter? Do I have a flatter somewhere? Okay, well, this guy get up underneath there. No, he will not get the gentle reach, will not get up underneath there either. Okay, so let's see if Mr. Super Shallow Pointy one here will get up underneath there. Oh, yeah? No? Maybe? Okay, it is not. See, and this is where I'm having issues with this Avis lock. Oh, see, there's the first pin. Oh, and it dropped right back down. Okay, so this isn't going to work. Flip it around and stick it. And it's not going to stick in here very well, is it? Not well enough that it'll. But I do have the 32. Let's see if the 32 will stick in there. The 32 is being stuck in there, and it's in there. So now let's see if. See, I'm sitting right there on that freaking pin. Okay, take me. It'll move without the tensioner in there. But the second I put a tensioner in there, it doesn't want. Oh, there it goes. Make a liar out of me. Well, hello, Nola. I didn't see that you had hopped in here. Um, please forgive me if I'm not ignoring the chat. It's just that I'm not used to paying attention to chat, and so it might scroll through blah blah blah. I honestly am not ignoring anybody. And yeah, that's the 7240. It is the bane of my existence. Thus far, it is the only lock that I have that is not true. It is one of 3 locks that I have not opened yet. Use top and a short hook. Is that short enough? Of course, this one's a 16 or 15 thousandths from somewhere. I don't know if that's a Sparrows or a Southern Specialties. I'm not a big fan of, but I think that's the shallowest hook that I have. Let's check out and see about my. Oh, I don't know if that's okay. Should have put the hook in a little deeper so it's actually getting the pin and not hitting my. Another reason I like this vise is it has that nice black, so where you can just stick the profile right there, and it just don't have to worry so much about it focusing. Just gotta make sure it's not going to glare on it like a mother fudger. Okay. But yeah, the one of the other locks I have that I haven't opened yet is actually a uh, another. It's a lotto lock, but it's a slider, and I honestly haven't messed with it enough. See now, is that? See, I can't. Nope. I think that's the warding I'm hitting, not the pin. Yeah. See how it's wanting to, but there's no give. It doesn't feel like a pin to me. And I'm one of those that I'll start at the front, go to the back, and then I'm not coming all the way back out to start from the front again. I'll just come back. Oh, okay. I just dropped something. Yeah, like I said, this one's. I get frustrated with it pretty quick, and I'll end up throwing it. Uh, that's why why I got a towel sitting on here is okay. Now is that a false set or I don't know. Well, that's a TBC kits. Let it go. There we go. Yep. See, that's why you don't just shove it in and hope for the best. You get stuck. Okay, because there's pin number 1 has already dropped it back. Now I can see that because I'm looking over the camera, and I'm pretty sure I'm not losing the. But see, it's not budging. It's not going anywhere. I don't know if I can. Yeah, you can see the first pin there. When I get a good bite on it with the pick, and I can't tell if it's because I'm over binding it or if it's because I'm not getting the right angle on it to get it to. Yeah, have to shift. Yeah, because you gotta. The warding on here is such that you end up having to go up, and then you got to turn to get the pick to go all the way Is that what you're talking about, Nola? I'm thinking that's what you're saying. And yeah, that uh, I'm just trying to get that. Oh, and see, okay, right there. Now I pick the tensioner out altogether, and guess what? It just goes up with no problem. But the second I put tension on it, it doesn't want to move. Okay, now I'm not even putting. I'm just going to let it sit there like that. Okay, and it goes no problem. Okay, just a wee bit. Congratulations, Dean. Okay, what in the world? Yeah, like I said, I'm already getting frustrated. I think, okay, did that actually set a pin or is it? Oh, okay, maybe. Well, what I'm doing is I've got. I don't know if it's heavy and light. For me, it's like I don't know, light to medium. And then when I get on a pin, what I'll do is if it doesn't, I just let up, just real slowly and lightly lighten up my tension. And see, and that's how I'm think now. I don't know, did that actually set? Does this have secure or the serrated pins in it? Because if it does, I'm screwed. Because oh god, I hate serrated pins with a passion. It's my other lock. I've got two Americans that I've been playing with that I haven't rattled yet. Yeah, see now, is that okay? That must have been warding because it sounded like I dropped pins. I don't know if I put my hand up here to get in the way of the light, if that helps or hinders the bidding. Because, yeah, it comes, it's where that freaking pin is. That, see if I can get this to go in here and get the pin out of the way. Yeah, that seems like, if that helps with the bidding. Or, sorry, bidding, the warding. Well, see, I ordered this thing from Amazon, and when it showed up, it didn't have a key. So, yeah, it's keyless in Seattle. Well, in Indiana. So I've not been able to. Even if I wanted to take it apart, I got to get the son of a gun. No, I do not have the key for it. I ordered it from Amazon. It came in the box, but the box was all smashed. There was a big tear in the packaging, and there was no key. And since it took almost uh, three weeks for it to get here, I guess they had to make it in Germany and then ship it from Germany. I don't know. It took 3 weeks for it to show up, and I didn't want to argue because I didn't want to wait another 3 weeks to start picking on it or picking at it. Okay, now is I think it just fell into an itty bitty small set or false set. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did read you say max lift. Try skipping that one, and I started doing it, and I apologize. Like I said, I'm kind of new to this, and since I didn't hear it being said to me, I read it. I'm not used to responding out loud, so again, apologize for the new to streaming. Ow. Now, that didn't feel like it was a pin. That felt like warding. See, it kind of feels like another and a little bit deeper of a false set. Yeah, I think my logo is going to, or my motto is going to be I can either pick or talk, not both. Okay, so there's, that should be pin, that should be pin number 2. This should be pin number 3. And it is solid as a rock. It's not doing squat. And I let off, well, maybe. And then I lost my pin placement there. There's, there's 3, I think. Might be 4. Okay, let's swap out. See if I can get this one to actually. Still the same way? Oh, where you can either talk or pick, not both? Yeah. Okay, now what is that? See, is that normal for the false set? You know, you start with what seems like a false set, and then you get another pin, and it goes into like it feels like just a slightly deeper false set. Is that actually false set stair stepping, or is it? Hello, broke. I'm yeah. This 7240 is um. I keep losing track of the frickin'. Oh, really? So ignore pin 1 until the end. But I had to switch over from the flat. Well, I used to think that, Dean, that a false set meant you're close to opening. And then I found what I'm going to refer to as a pong lock. It's one of those, or ping pong lock, because it's one of those where you set uh, the spool pin, and setting the spool pin drops a non-spool pin. So you have to go reset the non-spool pin, and then which drops a different pin. Yeah. So yeah, I used to think that until I got into the higher level belt locks, and yeah, I'm finding out that a lot of what I learned still applies, but it's like almost completely different when you get to the different pins. Oh, so what you're saying, Nola, is that the pin number one, if it's the no lift like you're saying, which I'm kind of thinking it might be, that it should be just completely ignored completely because you know what? That might be one of my big problems with this lock is that there's a no set pin, be it one or otherwise, but I'm losing track of where my of what pin I'm on. So I switched over to the dog leg because even though it's a little thicker than I like for this, I can at least tell what pin I'm on. See, I'm older than dirt and I can still be taught or learn. I mean, I don't know if you want to take credit for me being taught or being a teacher, so I can learn, whether it's an intentional teaching or not. How's that sound? Trying to give you some plausible deniability, dude. Yeah. Now, see, I keep doing this where I have what feels like a teeny tiny false set, and then I'll get a pin in here and I'll hit it like right now. Prime example, and it feels like it's got the counter rotation, and then I just heard a little click, and the counter now it doesn't have the false set. The false set is gone. Oh, and now see the false set's back, but it's a teeny tiny false set. Yeah, well, this guy is really starting to aggravate me. So, and my finger is, yeah, see here, got a big old from this. Like I said, I like the Reaper tensioners. I just think they're really freaking small. So, will this tensioner be easier on the finger? If I can get it to. Son of a bitch! Are you freaking kidding me? My first open of an Avis 7240, and I'm just wondering how many of those tiny false sets where it was freaking open and I just wasn't twisting it hard enough to. Yeah, is it that or is it these what I was calling a tiny uh Fall set was actually an open, and I just wasn't turning the core hard enough to actually pop it open. And if that's the case, then I've had it open for good God, I don't know how many times, and just not turning it hard enough. The turning the core, because when I would put in the dragon tensioner, yeah, I do a lot of cussing. I haven't cussed on the live. I don't believe so. I haven't cussed on the live anywhere near as much as I do in real life or unlived. Well, that kind of makes it sound like I cuss a lot more when I'm dead. But um, anyway, uh, yeah. So I finally got the Avis 7240 open. This one I did not get a key for, and it's a cross tip. So I'm scared to take it apart because I don't want to F it all up, and because it's the only Avis 7240 that I have, and it's purple. Oh, and here I am looking at it and turning it over off camera. Uh, yeah. So lock it back up. Okay, so now I only have two locks that I have not opened yet. One of them is this tiny thing, which when I ordered it, I thought it was a dimple lock, and it's not a dimple lock. My understanding is that it's a disc container lock. Here, let's go back to the. Okay, so I don't have the tools to even think about that one. And then my other one is purple. It's a purple lockout, tag out. It's even let you know lock, unlock. But it is a slider. Oh, hello, Delbert. Yeah, so it's a slider. And I haven't looked it up. So I don't have the clue as to how to go about. So now oh, wait a minute. I was wrong. I am wrong. I am completely wrong. Because this one is a CPOX, Sepix, however you pronounce it, that Lady Locks sent to me. And I have not got this one open at all. No key. So yeah, there's that fun. Uh, but yeah, that one, the keyway is it's like why bother? Uh, so I don't know if that's the original keyway, or if it's like a brand newish or new lock, or if that keyway is just worn down to the point where it's about worthless now. Because yeah, uh, you know what? I'm wondering if okay, I gotta do this. I gotta turn. I just gotta see. Okay, I got one of those. Paid $1.99. I needed something to up my AliExpress order up over $10 to get free shipping. So I went with this. It's like, oh come on, it can't be that bad. Yeah, it is terrible. The Chinesium grab pick. Uh, but the I got the extra hooks that came with it. So I'm just curious now to see if the hook will fit in this. Yeah. Okay, here is the hook. Dude, that is thicker than my tensioners. And looky here. Okay, well, now we need a tensioner. And no, I'm not going to try that. I'm not even going to try to use that plastic thing that came with this grab hook. You know what? Let's see what the dragon will do. Well, hopefully it won't just bloody well annoy me. Okay, so. Oh, good lord. Okay, since we're using this great big huge thick Chinesium pick, oh man, it gets all. Okay, so it fits in down here, this bottom part fits with no problem, but there's a little tiny bit of warding right here that this will not uh, get by very well with this little piece of warding here. So, oh well, get that out of the way. Uh, so let's see here. I'm not a big fan of bottom of the keyway. I haven't had to fool with it. I mean, I like the bottom of the uh, I like bottom of the keyway for raking, but beyond that, not so much. Uh, oh yeah, I'm trying to get caught up. Oh, oh, hello, Rock Out. How you doing? Now that I see you're in here. Okay, so, and in case you didn't know, yep, there goes that stupid. It's the dog leg. I'm kind of torn. I like kind of torn between the dog legs and the flat hooks. Okay, so get this. Now this is another lock. This is the only lock. I mean, now, okay, this is the only lock that I'm aware of currently that I haven't opened, other than the slider and the disc container. Because, yeah, and man, that dragon does not like staying put. Ooh, how does that fit in there? Oh, wow. Oh, this has got serrated. Okay, that is just obnoxiously in the way that way. Okay, now let's see what we can spare. Okay, I'm getting a little frustrated with that bugger. Oh, my hand? Okay, well, my hand and my arm. Okay, spoiler alert, I'm not going to take this off because it's. However, my other arm here. Uh, well, let's see if I can. There we go. See if we can get it. I have a spot like that under on two spots of my other hand here. Okay, so I'm going to pull this back down over this side. And the thing is, I have a spot right here that's this big. That's the same thing, only more angry. And I got a spot right here, the same thing, only more angry than the other arm. And both of my legs from the knees down have the same thing. Uh, I have a great big long list of what it ain't. No, not burns. It's yeah. I got a long, like I said, I got a long list of what it isn't. It isn't. It isn't the vast majority of psoriasis. It is not an allergic reaction. It is not poison ivy or poison oak or scabies or shingles or. But they don't know what it actually is. Uh, it wouldn't be so bad, except that it. Okay, fine. I need to check it anyway. So yeah, that's the way you guys can see exactly what's going on here. Okay. Let go of my hand, you sorry bugger. The bandages will not let me go. Yes, Brooke, I heard ya. Uh, like I said, I get way too distracted, uh, too easily. Uh, okay. So, that's where it's leaked through. That's the big problem I'm having with this one here and why I say it's angry. Uh, because it leaks. And by leaks, I mean it just pours out a clear liquid. There's no smell to it. But it gets on stuff, and when it dries, it is just coochie-citis. Could be. I'll have to look that up later and see what it is because I don't know. But like I said, this is what both of my legs from the knees down look like, and I don't want the distract. So I cover them up when uh, I cover them up all the time, and I've all the time got them covered because well they're kind of gross, and some people be like ew gross blah blah blah, and so now I gotta find a band aid. Oh, I think I'm out of the bigger band aids. Boo 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 boo. Oh no, I got one left. Uh, so yeah, like I said, I get distracted really easy, and I was trying to learn how with the OBS uh, and all the fancy blah 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 on the OBS, but I hell, with as bad as I am today with the keeping up with the chat or being able to do the chat at all, um, with the OBS I got to switch around back and forth, and so the chat was a joke because there was I think Wolfgang was on one and. Well, yeah, like I said, I've got a see there. Because see, otherwise, right there is where that sore's at, and otherwise it'd be like up in your face, camera. It's like this isn't OnlyFans for boo boos. You know what I mean? Uh, okay, I don't have anything in there out, so let's put it away. Uh, and then there it is. Uh, so yeah. Oh, no worries. It's just that now everybody knows. Well, everybody in attendance and those that are willing to watch knows. Um, and so I'm trying to think. See, it bugs me that I've been telling y'all. Well, I don't have. That's the only one I have left to pick, man. And I find another one that I haven't gotten open. So I'm trying to think. Is there another one that I haven't opened other than the slider and the disc container? And I can't think of one off the top of my head. Here I have. Okay, I guess I do technically have one. It is this one. Well, what the frick? How the frick is it open? Oh, okay. It was open when I got it, and I haven't been able to figure out the key to get it, or the combination. Of course, I haven't spent a whole lot of time dicking with it or messing with it, playing with it. Uh, and that one I haven't. So I don't know. I haven't got this one closed, which sounds weird for a lock, but hey, it is what it is. And I looked it up, and it says, you get you a piece of, get you a thin pop can, cut it, stick it in here, and turn the wheel, looking for a deeper set, flat spotish. And I just haven't gotten around to playing with it. And so it's in my desk drawer over here. Oh, okay. So yeah, see this one, I'm pretty sure has the serrated pins because I'll hit it and it goes click, and then you'll hit it again and it goes click, and you hit it again and it goes click. See, click, same pin. Oh, now it's gonna make me a liar. Okay, second pin. Oh, no, third pin. Doesn't feel like nothing. 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 Oh, what the heck? Okay. Getting all buggied. Okay, well, I don't know how long I've been going here. Oh, an hour and a half. See, you gotta baby step it. Uh, Nummular eczema? I have no idea. Uh, like I said, well, I have Crohn's disease, and so that's an autoimmune deficiency or a deficiency, however you want to look at it. It has to do with your immune system being out of whack. And so they took a bunch of blood work and determined that I can't remember. There's a inflammatory bowel disease related uh, emphysema and eczema and et cetera, that, but the blood work came back that no, that's not what's going on. Um, so, uh, like I said, I've got a really long list of what it isn't, but nobody seems to know what it is, and it's to the point now where, in my mind, it's just deal with it. I mean, there's no sense in getting upset, uh, but it makes things problematic. Like mowing the yard, because walking around on it on the legs that are like that, they start to hurt. They start leaking really, really bad. I mean, I'll go out there and get about a quarter of my yard mowed, and my pant legs are sopping wet, like I was standing knee deep in a creek. They get, I mean, that's how sopping wet they'll get, and that's only a quarter of my yard. I live in a mobile home park, so yeah, my yard ain't all that big, but they start hurting. They'll swell up and they start hurting. Oh God, bad. Uh, and since I lost my insurance, uh, I'm no longer able to get the tramadol and the oh, I can't remember what the frick it's called. GABA. I want to say Gabatron, and it's gabapentin. Uh, so yeah, now I got to be uh, careful as to how much physical activity I do because of the pain in my legs, which is worse than all the generational, I don't even know, crap with my back. Um, how's it going? Oh, hello, Lock Dude. How's it going? Actually, it's going really good because I finally. and I lost the lock. Oh, what the frick? See, I lose my head if it wasn't attached. I swear to goodness gracious. Oh, here it is. I got this one open, live. This live, as a matter of fact. I've got it open, and which is cool because I don't have a key, and also aggravating because it seems like the false sets, the tiny false sets that I think I was getting, is actually an open. I just wasn't pushing hard enough on it to actually open it. So, yeah, there's that. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Oh, now what am I thinking here? Oh, gotta get my, and then, oh yeah, diabetic. That doesn't help shit either. Uh, but I found that there's some drinkages like the, I don't know. Uh, I found like this is a Meyer brand of a uh, sugar-free, low-calorie, makes half a gallon. Uh, this one has to be raspberry lemonade, but it's a I don't even remember what the name brand's called now. Crystal Light, I believe. You just rip it open, put it in water, uh, and I got a 52 or 56 ounce cup that I use because it's just under a half gallon. Uh, or 44, 40, anyway. Make it stronger. Uh, well, that's cool, Lock Dude. I don't know how much longer I'm actually going to be on. It's already been an hour and a half, and uh, I don't know. It's one of those where I've got uh, uh, see, I just completely lost what I was completely lost what I was thinking. Oh, but here it is, 6:43 p.m., 6:44 p.m. in my time zone on a Wednesday night evening, and I am all of a sudden burnt out with picking locks. So I don't know, but it goes in waves. Uh, now that I've got the thing set up and I looks like I know what I'm doing, kinda. I feel like I look like I know what I'm doing. Excuse me. So yeah, now that it feels like I feel like I look like I know what I'm kind of half-assed doing. Might pop back on a little later. Uh, Want to get to where I'm familiar with this restream well enough to um, uh, try to hook into the OBS. And I don't know why. Maybe uh, okay, I know exactly why. I've got a dock that on there that lets me draw on the screen in real time, and I don't have any really practical use for it. I just want to do a live where I'm using it a little bit and be like, hey, okay, I'm done. And I don't know, bucket list, bucket list. Does Nobody said your bucket list has to make any sense, right? Yeah, the 11. Now, see, the 1100s I have the because everybody I hear they talk about they're like, oh yeah, the 1100. You hardly use any tension, and blah blah blah. Then once you get it picked, you got to really turn on that core. I haven't had a problem with that with my uh the two 1100s that I haven't rattled yet. Um, well, that sounds bad. Uh, okay, I have rattled three of them, and so yeah, that's why I'm so paranoid. Yeah, which is why I'm so paranoid with the rattling. I mean, typically when I get one open, I'm really quick to get the core turned back because, oh, maybe that's why I've been using the 30,000s instead of the 40,000s I typically use them. Oh well. And in case you're wondering, this is the Evo 4, Apex Evo 4. Uh, and that was mainly because I wanted to see. I like the McTickler, and I like the because I have it in the Apex there, but I also have it here without the handle, and I definitely like the Apex, the big handles. Uh, and oh god, I it's only been like a week. I don't know. Uh, I've got a post and a video on YouTube where the post one is the when I actually got the first open. I held it and took a picture of it, and that was the first time I ever got one open. I can't remember the date, but it's whatever date and time it is on that uh, YouTube post, not video, post of the open. And then the video is where, well, I happened to catch it while I happened to be videoing, recording when uh, I happened to be recording when I got an open on it. Oh, so, oh, okay. Vice? This is a Performax Vice. I caught it on sale at Menards for I think it was $20. It might have been 1999. I'm pretty sure it was the 1999, 1998. Uh, but yeah, it's just a uh, I guess you'd say it's a Panavice wannabe. It's got the suction mount instead of the, but I don't use it. The only reason I flip it up is because it makes it flatter. I go to pick it up and you see the little handle flips, and then if you watch real careful when I pick it up, you'll see it drop. That's the only reason I mess with the handle. And I'm afraid to take it apart and see how the guts work with it and whatnot, because I've blown up too many locks doing that crap, and so I don't want to screw up my vise, uh, because I'm being nosy and not know what I do. Uh, it's pretty heavy, uh, and it's magnetic or kind of magnetic. So there's some sort of metal, but that's not with as powerful. Oh, yeah, never mind. It's not this isn't the metal it's sticking to. It's the behind the. It's this rod here. Yeah, so it's aluminum. Uh, and I had magnets. I'm going to have to scruff up because I have magnetic tape. There's the pieces that I had on there, and I had one sitting here, and then I had another one sitting over here, so that I could just, you know, I didn't have to worry about setting my flat pick down. I was able to throw it up here and it would hold. But this leather's got some sort of fancy coating on it that won't let the glue stick. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to rough it up enough to get the glue to stick for it to, because when the, yeah, see here, when the pick is flat on my desk has got all kinds of dents because it's older than dirt, but I've got a clear piece of plastic desk topper on it. So trying to pick up the locks are sometimes it's a major pain in the ass. So I was wanting to put some magnets on my vise here so that, I just stick that there and I don't have to, or, like that, or I can go, like so, and I don't have to worry about trying to pick them, like, picks up off the desk. Kids are going crazy. Luckily, my youngest is 22, 23. Sure, let's go with that. She's in her 20s. I'm pretty sure it's 22 or 23. So maybe I can get away with doing something like that. Works for now. This one I found on a dump. This one I found another one just like it on a dumpster. And these are some. Yeah, this one, they were some pretty powerful ones, which is why I don't understand why I. It's probably somewhere on my metal desk. It just got scooted somewhere, and uh, well, yeah, I'm not sure. I've got all kinds of. I've got an unopened bottle of Gorilla Glue. I've got some super glue. I think the problem I'm going to run into is with a smooth as silk and fancy baby butt smooth, or however you want to phrase it, the enamel, I believe it is. It's just I'm going to have problems with anything actually sticking to it. So I think it does. I don't know that it's going to matter what I try to use. I'm going to have to take some sandpaper maybe and rough it up so that the glue, whatever glue or adhesive I do use, will actually have something to stick to. It's kind of like trying to uh, get cheese to stick to a Teflon pan type deal. I don't know any other way to, like nailing Jello to the wall. Uh, but yeah, because see down here you can see, well, maybe not because of the. Okay, let's try the different modes. Nah, doesn't seem to change anything. Uh, but it's kind of got a scratch here where I've been moving it around trying to find the position I liked where the these this get see like here I can just push it up here. It's out of the way, and it took me forever to get that to where the and like it's not my way when I'm actually picking. It's just a mental thing, I think. OCD. Uh, but oh, good lord. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go because I got the 80 grit sandpaper, and like I said, I got Gorilla Glue and Elmer's wood or the school glue. Well, I used to have the Elmer's school glue until my daughter and my wife kind of hid it from me. Um, I don't have any idea why. You'll have to talk to them. Of course, if my daughter decides to check out the live sometime and it comes up, she won't have any issue telling you. I don't. Yeah. But yeah, so it's just one of those that I haven't gotten around to testing it out. But I just think it would be cool. Well, like I said, I had the little pieces of the uh, magnetic tape on there, and it actually worked out pretty. Oh God, where did I put? Okay, there it is. See, I got to be able to keep track of this stuff because yeah, I lose track. Want to put my uh, dog leg back where it needs to go because I hate to lose it. Uh, but yeah, I'm really liking the Jimmy Long's flat hooks. Uh, I don't know if it's because it's a flat hook. I just seem to get a lot better feedback through it. So I don't know if it's the flat hook profile or if it's the fact that it's a Jimmy Long, or if it's just because of the handle. I don't know that I'm going to be buying any more of these popsicle stick things. I mean, unless I have to, because that's the only way to get a particular profile. Uh, Told me to check out Bare Bones because they have the uh, handles like the Apex and the Jimmy Longs, and I really like those handles. I'm able to use those picks for extended periods of time without uh, my hands cramping up as bad. And then I like the Southern Specialties. They have these Ripple, and those are actually pretty nice. Uh, they're a little bit thicker uh, than Covert Instruments, and then if you throw some heat shrink on them, they are really nice. The gives it more of a grip. Uh, and see, I don't have a bare bones, and with them being all the way in Australia, the shipping is a little bit of a what do you call it, barrier for me to get them. You know, the problem I was having with the Jimmy Longs was them being in stock when I had the money to buy them, and so they were finally in stock, and I didn't want to go spend a bunch of money to find out I don't really care for them. But yeah, I got this. I went ahead and got two of them, and it's these two. The low. They're both flat hooks, but one's a low and one's a. I don't remember if it's shallow or. Uh, yeah, they're they don't look to be that different, but man, there's a huge difference when you put them in the lock. I mean, it doesn't look like there's that much of a difference between them, but I've noticed a huge difference uh, when actually picking with them. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, uh, and I'm wanting them to be better. I don't know. All I know is I like them. They're between them and my dog legs. Those are my current favorite profiles. Uh, yeah, not too dead. That's what I was saying. Is that I like the yeah. There's a deep hook. There's a check your tonsils through your butthole hook. Um, but yeah, I really like the. But I honestly like the Apex and the Jimmy Longs handles better than. But I tell you what, I most definitely like that handle. Well, where's I got one here somewhere that is a. Oh no, they're it's rakes. So get in here into my rake. Okay, like this one here. I really like that profile. I really do. The city rake. Okay, from Sparrows. I mean, I can open pretty much any master lock 3, 1, 2, 3 with it. But the handle is the same thickness as the frickin'. Let's see if I can get all of it or enough, most of it into. Yeah, there's no change from the handle to the, and then I also got a small, uh, yeah, and I also got a small half diamond because it seems to me that it shows it better this way. And see, I got a small half diamond, but like again, it's so thin, it's the same thickness as the pick itself. The I don't know. You got the handle, and then was it this the pick, and then this is the handle. That's the shaft. That's the hand. I don't know. But and good God, these are so. Uh, yeah. Uh, okay. The first pick set I got is this Clom KL319 with the blue handles, and it's got. I mean, like I said, I like the snowman. I like the double rake, the triple rake. Uh, then there's a big half diamond here. Some short hooks, whatnot, and then I grabbed this one here, and I'm like, oh, looky there, that's a yep, stupid camera got yeah. See here, it's like, oh, dude, and then I started using it. I'm like, what the frick good is that? Oh, then I was informed that's a dimple, not not for that's for dimples. So yeah. Hello, G Key Man. And so I've got a bunch of weird ones in here, and these aren't. I mean, they're thicker. They're not going to fit in a bunch of locks that I play with or have even. But I do like the. But I found that I do like the. I like the triple rake, the double rake, the snowman, the diamond, and then I don't even know what the frick this one's called. Uh, but I like it too. Uh, but again, it's not for every lock. It's you know for the locks that I have found it works good on. I really like this profile, but it doesn't work on every single. So yeah, it's one of those get the right tool for the job. But yeah, that Klum was my very first, and then I went and got then I bought the F and G from Covert Instruments. Uh, and I have this one. I don't remember. I know one of them is called the Garrison from Covert Instruments, but this is where I bought the case separate. I didn't buy a kit, and then I got that one, and then I liked it, and then I was like, oh, dude, that one has bat wings. So I went and got it as well, and uh, again, they each have their use. Uh, then I ended up uh, the Vortex, the Vorax, and this is where I keep the extras, the extra stuffs like the extra bits and parts for the Covert companion, and then I got an unopened Chinesium Z bar backup. I mean, they're 97 cents. So when you need an extra dollar or two in order to get over your 10 to get the $10 for your free shipping, and then it's just some other some other what do you call them, tension tools. Here's where I've made some. And then there's a bottom of the keyway tension tool. Yeah, baby. I made that one out of windshield wiper. You know what? I think I'm just going to have it out here just because it's intimidating. So yeah, this is kind of empty at the moment because 44. I got this pick rack here from 44 Delta, and for some reason I was thinking it was going to be a lot bigger than it is, but it's definitely big enough for I've got all kinds of stuffs in here. Yes, my I'm going to start calling it my American Series 10 Ergo Turner. because that's why it's been up, is because of this bugger right here. That's heavy. But yeah, how this turner got all bent up. Yes, no, the Garrison. Okay, yeah, I was pretty sure the Batwing was the Garrison, but I could not, for the life of me, remember what they called the wingless bat. Wingless bat. Okay, that. I hope that doesn't catch on because yeah. Anyway, I wasn't sure what uh, they called because my oh no. Okay, thank God it's for magnets. Thought I broke my case or my, but I've got in my uh, tradecraft is the, because I got this wacky. Uh, this is the Turner that was in the Clom, the Chinesium, and it's kind of thick and it's got rounded ends, but it does. I mean, it does work somewhat. But this is where I have my uh, raking. The quad. I'm not sure. I don't want to call that a. But I guess technically that's a double. Then I got a worm, the baby. Uh, yeah, now that you can see what I'm talking about. Uh, and then this is the Turner from the FNG uh, set. Uh, and then in the I was left unsupervised uh, Garrison case is where I have okay, that these are 20 thousandths, uh, the short hook, and I don't know, they're just plain hooks from Covert Instruments at 20 thousandths, and then these are uh, monkey paw, the Sparrow's monkey paws, and then there's the uh, Reaper turning set. Both the, I don't know, flat bars, Z bars, and I don't know what those are technically called. And that's all I have in that one at the moment. Uh, just to get the stuff out of the way, and then the Evo 4. And I got the Evo 4 because I would like to eventually get started into dimple locks, and it has the dimple rake and the Metickler and say double Metickler, the Nessie, and the whatever. Like I said, I don't remember what they're called. Not a big fan of the bite the shit out of you if you let go of one side. But I might. I saw a YouTube video where they took a windshield wiper insert and measured it and got it all bent and whatnot to where it'll hold it open, and then when you're not using it, it just sits on the side of the. So probably going to see about looking into that. And then, oh yeah, these things are freaking huge and obnoxious. They're jigglers. But yeah, like I said, they're freaking huge. Okay, for example, here's the mailbox lock. And that's a single-sided one, so grab a single-sided. And this will go in there. Or, no, it won't either. It's too big. So it's like, oh, look, if I find me an oversized pickup truck, maybe I can use the Now, to be fair, where's it at? Uh, that one will open my desk drawer since I don't have an actual key. I mean, and it's ta-da. I mean, it does fit, and if I can remember which way it's got to turn. See, and now it's unlocked, or now it's locked. So, I mean, it does work for, and there we go again. So they're not completely worthless. They're just most locks they don't work in. And then, let's see here. I've got some other. I got the Slim Pickens, the one with the Genesis, the removable Genesis, the Covert Companion. It's got the tension tools. Uh, Going to nerd out on the bat thing. The bat thing. Did I miss some bat thingies? A few of those. Yeah, that's Nola. That's the auto locks. Yeah, well, uh, maybe later on when it gets warmer, I go talk to the local junkyard and see if they'll let me practice. Because last summer, it was toward the end of the summer, but last summer they let me go out and gather windshield wiper inserts. Uh, and then every once in a while they'd come over because they hand me a radio to carry out there. And every once in a while they're like, "Hey, can you go to section blah 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 and pull a alternator off of the blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "Okay." And so that didn't happen very often, but I basically was able to pay for the windshield wiper inserts by pulling parts as they needed them, which is kind of cool. Uh, so I was thinking maybe they'll let me go practice picking the locks on them if uh, yeah, I haven't had a conversation with them about the locks and stuff. So yeah, uh, wingless bat is a rat. Oh no. Lady Locks is live in 8 minutes. And that was what, 14 minutes ago? 10? I don't know. I'm not good at the 24-hour time. Bug spotted. Oh, freaking ant. Okay, that's just a spot underneath my. No, I got ants. These freaking ants, and they're just sporadic. Just one ant every once in a while, and it's like, why? Urgh. Oh, but alrighty. Well, since I don't want to compete with Lady Locks, I'm going to go ahead and kill this and uh, go over there and haunt her chat. I appreciate y'all showing up. Uh, like I said, I'm still learning this uh, uh, streaming thing. I think I did a lot better now than I did the edge of the tabletop. All up in here. Yeah, see, they want to run because this keeps getting knocked back to where there's a channel between the piece of plastic and the desk itself, and I'll see them run right here, like it's some sort of freaking raceway, and it's freaking ants, and I don't. Apparently, using a whole can of foaming insulation in that hole. Oh, there it is. Don't know how well you can see, but it's just a freaking ant. And it's one. I mean, it's not like there's like a whole herd of them having a parade or anything. A herd of ants. I'm not sure what a group of ants is called, so I'm just going to go with herd. Uh, well, GT man, I appreciate that, and I don't think that that's what I think you're doing. It's just that I'm needing a break, uh, and so I may or may not be on later. Depends on if Broke is on. Because if Broke's on later, then I won't uh, get on there. Uh, I'd rather attend his than have my own. So there's that. Uh, but alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. I appreciate y'all showing up. Like I said, it's a uh, thing in progress. I'm just trying to learn and get into some good live streaming habits. Uh, yeah, see, there's another one. One way over here, but it's just one lowly ant, and I can't seem to hit the son of a biscuit licker. Ah, okay, now he's dead on the floor. But yeah, I found a hole in my wall, and I put a whole can of foaming insulation in there. And guess what? Doesn't seem like it fixed the problem. So I probably got a whole can of foaming insulation sitting on the ground underneath my home here. But anyway, y'all have a good time. Thanks for the showing up. Thanks for the likes and such. And I will talk to you next time around.